This episode's brought to you by Red Cape Films.
Hello everyone and welcome to yet another Red Cape Sports video. I'm your host, Albert Pujols. So excited to be coming to you all today with yet another laptop edition video. Currently somewhat trapped inside our houses right now, but at the end of the day we do have internet, and internet access means you can do your research. So even if you're not in school, even if you're not working, whatever the case may be, if you have 10-20 minutes, you can find some awesome stats just by Googling and just by searching Major League Baseball, National Football League, NBA, NHL, whatever it may be. Even soccer if you're into that, or UFC. But the point is, you can all do some research. So over the last couple days, I've done my due diligence and I've done some research, and I was quickly starting to think. Now, 5 players came to my mind in terms of Major League Baseball milestones, or accolades, if you will. And I will get to all these 5 players, but essentially speaking, I got a great feeling that all 5 of these players' cards will surely start to skyrocket in value, because they're all about to do things that, maybe just a handful of people have actually done within their Major League Baseball careers. So I'm going to start it off here with Yadier Molina. So Yadier Molina is starting to age out. We can see right here via MajorLeagueBaseball.com that he is age 37. So he's 37 years old. He's likely, just because he loves the game, and it's born into him, he'll likely play maybe up until 2022. And myself being a Cardinals fan, I have been following this, and he's actually looking to sign a contract extension past 2020. So we're looking at, maybe 2-3 more years of Yadier Molina. Now, we all know he's one of the greatest catchers of all time, but in terms of investing in card prices, just saying that he's one of the greatest just saying that he's one of the greatest catchers of all time doesn't necessarily make him a good buy. What makes him a good buy? Well, we look at his career statistics here, and actually I want to show you all everything he's done. So obviously he's played for a few years, as you can see there. But the one thing that really stands out the most to me is right here, his hits. And I'm just going to scroll up really quickly just so you all can see it a bit easier. So career hits, he's at 1,963. Okay, so he's quickly nearing 2,000 hits. Sure, it's definitely not near the 3,000 hits. I mean, is he going to get 1,000 and change more? Absolutely not. There's just no way. But not many catchers have actually accomplished 2,000 career hits. Many have actually done what Yadi hasn't, and have combined for more than 1,000 runs batted in. But I'm mainly focusing here on the 2,000 hits. Yadier Molina, we all know him for his glove. He's a platinum Gold Glove winner. He is a multi-time, Major League Baseball World Series champion. We all know what he does for the game. He's essentially a pioneer, even though, we are in 2020. But Yadier Molina, we all know him for defensive style. But when he eclipses 2,000 hits, that's just going to put him into yet another milestone. And of course, we all know that he's a shoo-in for the Hall of Fame. So without me rambling on too much here, of course, look at that batting average career-wise, 282. Not so shabby for a catcher. So anyway, that is the first card that I personally believe will go up in value. Whether you buy a Bowman, whether you buy a Topps, that's all for you guys to do. Just do a bit of research and you'll slowly but surely tend to see which cards sell better. Option number 2, Miguel Cabrera, one of my father's favorite ball players of all time. Well, I guess at least in this modern era. So Miggy is quickly approaching age 40 as well. But Miggy, for a variety of reasons, his card, specifically his 2000 Topps rookie card, is going to be a good buy. Now, why do I say that? Look at this. Career hits. He's quickly nearing 3,000 career hits. Needless to say, whether or not the coronavirus stops this season, he is going to continue playing, and he's going to eclipse 3,000 hits. You can certainly bank on it. What else does he have a chance of doing? Well, 477 career home runs. He's likely going to eclipse 500. So 3,000 hits, 500 home runs, shooing for the Hall of Fame if you ask me. And even RBIs, he's almost got 1,700. Could he get 2,000, much like Albert Pujols? I don't know. I think maybe the RBIs is going to be a stretch. We're looking at 300 more RBIs for maybe 3 to 5 more seasons. Is it doable? Absolutely. But with the way that the Detroit Tigers are playing, I don't think he'll get it. I tend to lean more towards, 1850 RBIs. But regardless, look at everything he's done in his career. He's, Triple Crown winner. 315 lifetime batting average. Miguel Cabrera's cards will surely be popping in a few years' time. So that is option number 2 for you all. Moving right along is yet another St. Louis Cardinal, Albert Pujols, absolute sure shoo-in for the Hall of Fame. He has likely been the most feared hitter in baseball over the past decade. But specifically, mainly from 2004 to 2014. He just tore the cover off the ball. Now, he's already eclipsed 3,000 hits. He's nearing 2,000 runs. And just look at this, too. Home runs, 656. So he's only, what would that be? So he's 5 home runs away from passing Willie Mays, which is just incredible. And then, of course, RBIs, something only 2 men have done, including himself. I'm not trying to sell you guys all on Albert Pujols, but what I'm saying here is he's also approaching an MLB accolade that 0 players have done in Major League Baseball history. Now, what is that accolade that you all ask? Well, and also I do want to point out he was actually drafted in the 13th round. That's just really cool. So, let's look at this. Let's look at doubles. And if you add all those doubles up, he's at 661 career doubles. No one in Major League Baseball history has ever recorded a 700 being 700 doubles and 700 home runs. Now, you add that into his RBIs, and this guy may go down as honestly one of the greatest pure hitters of all time. But what I'm saying here, guys, is there's still a lot of value to be had in Albert Pujols. If he does eventually win a World Series with Mike Trout in LA, another big market, obviously Hall of Fame, there's just multitude reasons why his card can even go higher up in value. So that's option number 3. And now we get into the closers. So Craig Kimbrel, he's only age 31, and he's quickly nearing 400 career saves. He's almost already in the top 10. Now, if you look at it historically speaking, not too many closers tend to make the Hall of Fame, being Cooperstown. But Craig Kimbrel has a legitimate shot at this. He's actually the youngest pitcher, I believe, in MLB history to reach 300 saves before the age of 31, and he did it quite easily. Now, holding out last year, as we can see here via his career statistics, he really didn't get too many opportunities. 23, which is slightly higher than right before his rookie season. And he only pitched 20 innings with the Cubs. Not a lot. So that really hurt him. However, we look at the saves compared to even the save opportunities, and that's not bad. 346 for 383. He is shut down. He is lights out. Right here we can see he actually led the league in saves for 3-4 years in a row. So Craig Kimbrel, at only age 31, has a legitimate chance. I'm not going to say a legitimate chance to beat Mariano Rivera, but he's got a legitimate chance for 500 career saves. And not many people have done that. So option number 4 here, if you're looking for milestones and just having cards increase in value over time, if you do want to play the long run, Craig Kimbrel could go down as one of Major League Baseball's greatest closers of all time. And next up, we have the man that they call the Cuban Missile. This is going to be Aroldis Chapman. Now, Chapman did miss a few years, just being Cuban, and for lack of better terms, couldn't really make his way to Major League Baseball for a variety of different reasons. But now that he's here, he's been an absolute dominant force, ever since he stepped into the league with Cincy here. So we see here, he's basically been a shoo-in for 30 saves every single season. And we can see here, if he does get 30 saves this season or next season, he's going to eclipse 300 career saves. He's one of the best to do it. Now, I've seen what he's done in his offseason. He's been absolutely working out, absolutely shredded. Maybe we can find a picture to even put in here, but nevertheless, if we don't, just Google it, he's shredded. Will that affect his pitching? Honestly, a lot of people say that it will. Personally, I think it will, but not enough to not buy this guy's card right now. I mean, 300 career saves, when it's all said and done, he's got a legitimate chance for 500, especially with a great team such as the New York Yankees and a great market such as the New York Yankees. So all that to say, Aroldis Chapman's got a legitimate chance at just setting so many career milestones. He's one of the best to do it. So yeah, there are 5 options, guys, for Major League Baseball players set to hit career milestones. So, I'm not going to say which cards to buy, whether it be Topps or Bowman. I do want to make that clear. But again, just take the 5-10 minutes, maybe even 20 minutes max that it takes. Search through, eBay, search through the sold listings, and you guys will quickly see which cards are the best for, best bang for your buck, so to speak. So anyways, guys, those are my 5 different options for Major League Baseball players set to hit career milestones. Thank you all for watching.